Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
What is today? Today's June 7th. We've never said the date ever.
We haven't?
Never.
Oh
Never.
God. Well, it's June
It
7th.
is June 7th.
I know, it says it right there on my calendar. On the
Oh,
calendar.
yeah.
Yeah, June
Gosh.
7th. Yeah.
Ben's birthday is in 2 days. He's going to be one.
Oh,
Benjamin.
That's
Ooh,
right.
so
That's
cute.
right. He's going
Benjamin
to be a year old.
McKechnie. Yeah, he's going to be one.
He's a
Cute
big
little
boy.
monkey.
Yep.
Yeah.
And well wishes go out to Laura Angel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's having a little procedure done today. So we're thinking about her.
Yep.
Yep.
And other than that, the weather's fantastic.
Well,
Today it is. Finally.
It is.
Yeah, the past few days have been so dreary. And
Yes.
My
Cold.
pool's like 60 degrees.
I put
Yeah,
the
cold.
heat on in here
Yep.
yesterday.
Oh, you
when I
did?
came in, it was 64. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came in at 1 o'clock. I took a nap. I did. I was down this end. I had to go to Staples and do some
Oh,
errands.
yeah.
So then
Why
I
not?
came in and I put a
Yeah.
blanket on. I
Yeah.
snuggled up. I heard a few people bang on the door. I was like this.
Oh, right, because it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First one.
Wednesday.
So we don't
Yeah.
open till 3 o'clock now on Wednesdays
Yep.
for the summertime.
hmm
Yeah, till after Labor Day. So, well,
Yeah.
There
this
is a
feels-
sign,
this
though, on the
actually feels
door.
good.
Yes,
Yes, there is a sign.
yes, there
And
is.
yeah, and it went out in an email and
There is.
It's changed on the
Facebook,
website.
and, yeah,
I
yeah.
changed on Facebook. I changed it on the
So-
website.
Yeah.
Excellent, Marissa. You are
Yep.
on the ball.
She
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God someone is.
It's air show weekend.
Oh,
This
I
weekend.
forgot about that.
It's also National Lit in Public Day. Is that
Yes,
what you call it?
Saturday.
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yeah. So
There's a bunch going to Beavertail in Jamestown.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they'll have a good view of the air show.
Yes, I
and
mean,
knitting.
that'd be fantastic.
I think we should have a little contest or something. If you share a picture with us,
Wouldn't that be
of
fun?
You knitting in public somewhere.
Oh,
you
that
can
would be
enter for a
fun.
prize.
Sure.
Yeah, let's
Doesn't
do
that
that.
sound-
Yeah,
Let's do
do
that.
it.
Let's do
Let's
that.
do it.
That's
We
kind of
need
on
to
the
do
fly.
a prize. You know,
Yeah,
I
so
love
bring
doing
a
prizes.
picture in,
Or
put it
post
on
it.
Facebook, post it. We'll put your name on a list, and we'll do random.
Yeah.
We'll do
Name generator.
name generator.
I
We'll
just
assign
found
everybody
money.
a number. Oh,
I just found money
oh
in
my
my
God.
bag.
I know what that's from.
What?
From the mop that you
Oh,
you
yeah.
got me.
Shut up.
It's still in my trunk. It's still in my back seat.
Sorry.
I remember when you shoved
It's
it
very
in there.
exciting. Like when you're
And
doing
remember
laundry.
what I said, Gail? You're never going to remember
Yes.
that you put it in there.
Yes. Oh, my God. See, and I told you. I said,
See?
well, I'll be happy when I find it.
And you were.
And she is.
All right.
See,
Yep.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, so let's do that.
Yes. So we're going to do a
If-
prize.
If you're knitting in public on
Anywhere.
Saturday,
Doesn't have to be
anywhere.
in
Rhode
Island.
Nope, it doesn't have to
No,
be
not in
anywhere.
Rhode Island. Anywhere.
No,
That's the
not-
most fun of it.
Not in Rhode Island. It can't be in Rhode Island.
Yeah. No, anywhere. Because then it'll be more
Anywhere at
fun.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it'll
can
be
even
funner.
Can even be in the front of the shop.
Yeah.
On the
Stand up there.
sidewalk. Yep.
Stephanie can go sit out
Yep.
by the pole, the
The pole.
Oh, yeah.
you know, where she was waiting for
Yes.
us.
Right,
Oh.
right, yeah. The pole right outside
Yes.
the door.
Yeah.
That's
she
where
can
my
sit there and knit.
Remember the girls went to Siena that one night and they posed. Sarah,
No.
Samara, they posed on the pole like they were pole dancing.
On our knitted pole.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'll have to share that with you.
Yeah.
That's an old
Yeah.
one. That
Yeah, I
was
was gonna
before
say.
any of them were married and
Yeah.
had babies, of course.
my
so
goodness.
Yeah.
yikes. While ago.
Yeah. So that's the news that's happening around here. Air show
Yeah.
is always
Yeah.
loud.
Busy, busy, busy. But I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I can like practically wave to the pilot.
Isn't that
It flies
incredible?
over
Yeah.
so low, like practically on my roof. Because this year's the Blue Angels.
Yes.
So
Which I
Fingers
love.
crossed.
yeah.
So my parents are coming this weekend, which was a lovely surprise. I didn't expect to see them until we went to the shore. Yeah,
July.
July. So
Nice.
yep. So they're coming this weekend.
That's a nice
and,
treat.
Yeah.
So I'll be
Yeah.
here in the store
Yep.
Saturday.
Marissa will be here Saturday.
Excuse me.
Awesome.
Yep. So you can come knit in public with Marissa. Are you all
Excuse
right?
me. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Choking.
And
That's all.
what else is going on? Anything? Anybody?
No, I had Emma home. My daughter was home last weekend. And then she'll be back next weekend for Father's Day weekend.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Oh, I'm getting a tattoo next week, everybody. Okay, you can all laugh at home. I don't care. I'm old, but on Tuesday, I'll be getting a tattoo in Montreal by this artist called Dodie. She's from France, and She's flying into Montreal as a guest artist. So I'm going to go there. So next time we podcast, I will show you my tattoo. And it's going to be in a place I can show you. It's going to be on my arm.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have such ugly hands, though. Oh, God.
Well, mine are old, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'm half dead. So what difference does
Hey,
it
if you
make
want
if I
one,
get
get it.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Everybody has them, though. If you look at all the indie dyers
I know.
and knitters, they all
Yeah.
have like the cuffs and the this and
I'm
the
gonna get
that.
something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not
Hey,
bad.
who do you, Gail?
Yeah.
Well, hey, when have I not? Really?
Exactly.
Really?
I'm not
So,
sure there's enough. Well, there could be enough money out there for me to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just figured.
I suppose.
I suppose
It
that
would be a
would
lot.
be like a bajillion dollars.
Is it because you don't want to leave a mark on you, or because of
Yeah,
the pain, or?
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't
Yep.
want to.
And
I don't want to have to like I'd get tired of it.
You think?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I know.
Just on my
I know I would.
whatever.
Yeah.
I look
And
at
I
it like
see-
this. I wear the same clothes every day, pretty much, and I don't get tired of
Yeah,
that because it's
yeah.
my
Uni.
uni.
I know Sarah has a couple, and she regrets it. And her husband, on the other hand, keeps getting, cuffs and legs and all that.
Yeah.
And he loves it. He loves it. He spends a lot of time designing it, drawing
Yeah.
it out, sitting with the tattoo artist, and he really likes it. So, it's not for
Very good.
everybody.
Right.
It's not for everyone, but
No, but
each
good
his own.
luck.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, take care
Good
of
luck.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
No skin eating diseases.
Yeah. I heard you
Yep.
have to be like very, you have to
Yes.
put lotion on
Yeah.
it and
Yeah.
all of this
Can't go out
stuff.
in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't anyways.
No,
I don't.
no.
I hate the sun.
Sarah has
not
no
good for me.
sympathy for John, though.
Yeah. I'm too old. Can't go in the sun.
No.
All right. Well, let's
All right,
do
so
some
wanna
knitting.
do knitting stuff?
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's do knitting.
I have very little.
I have one finished thing.
Oh my goodness!
I
Oh,
finally
we
finished
the socks.
these. Yay!
Yay!
This is the Eclipse
Yeah, it's so
On the
nice.
round.
colorway
Mm.
from Rachel and on the
What size
round.
are your husband's feet?
They're like a 9.5, something like that.
They're
They look
nice.
bigger
They're
than that.
so beautiful.
Very
It's
nice.
the yarn. The yarn is just
Yeah.
so nice.
And he loves them. I mean, obviously he's not going to wear them now, but in the wintertime, he wears them all the time.
Brian wears wool socks all year round.
So does my husband.
So he doesn't even. I was knitting on these. He has no idea that they're even for him.
Oh,
He,
when are
he
you gonna
just
for
give them? When are you gonna
Christmas?
give them to him?
yeah, whenever,
Whenever.
because he has no idea. So I did. Like all of a sudden, it just like they just went up, and I just worked on them,
Mhm.
and they were done. Imagine like when you work on something.
Well, I finished those.
This is Gail's.
Talk about them, Gail.
Yes, Gail.
Yeah,
let's-
I am. They're the
this is-
perfect pair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I brought this
Not
back
this
too.
colorway, but this is the packaging.
Mhm.
All right, so here's the deal.
So you can see the design. It's the same design on all of them.
Yes.
Right, and that's what mine
Different colorways.
could have looked like.
Right.
But here's
This
what I
is
did.
Gail's. Close.
Lovely.
Right.
Lovely in their own right.
Right.
Yeah. But
Now, what I did was I split the ball, and I did two at a time, toe up.
Mm.
Then I said, "Gee, this doesn't look anything
Right
like
after
the picture."
right after our last podcast, it was.
Mhm.
Do you remember after at last
Yes, I
podcast
took
we
it
were
apart
looking at
because it was
here
the
because
wrong
I
way.
said, "Oh my God, I
I went the wrong way,
yeah,
so I took it
because
apart.
You were
like,
you,
that
this
doesn't-
was here, yeah.
This doesn't look like what's on the toe.
Right.
Uh-uh.
So I took it apart and redid them. Well, even that didn't correct it.
Did you?
What you have to do is, and I YouTubed it. I said, well, how do they make that pattern? Because what I liked the most about it was the stirrup. I thought that was kind of funky. I really liked that look. So you can't do, or I have not figured out how to do it. So I'm going to do this pair, and I'll show it to you the next time. I think you have to do one at a time, and you pull it from the center. You go through the leader, the yellow leader, and then he tells you to knit the cuff in the first color, the knit one, purl one rib, or whatever rib you want to do. And then you're going to go all the way through till you finish the light gray color, and then you're going to start your heel flap. And that will make it so that the stirrup fits on the foot and across the instep.
But everybody's
So-
foot size is
But
different.
but even though it'll work like
It'll be
self-striping.
about-
It'll be very close.
about-
I see.
Like self-striping isn't perfect for every foot.
No.
but it's pretty damn close. So
couldn't you do 2 at a time, top down, and have the same
I tried
effect?
that. I don't. I have to figure it out. I can't get my head around it. So I figured that.
And you have to go from the inside?
Yeah, there's a direction. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they said go from the inside and you pull out the leader.
You have to go one way or the other.
Right.
I wouldn't think you could interchange
Right.
them
Here's the leader.
And
you pull this thing out and it says, please don't knit with it. But that's
Unless
what
you
it
like
says on
yellow,
the,
I guess.
exactly. Exactly.
You want a yellow stripe in it.
Interesting.
Well, it's a learning.
But those are
Listen.
cute. Those are
Yeah,
darn
there's nothing
cute.
wrong with
And
those.
they have enough to get
Fantastic.
another pair. bet.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So, you know how when you do sockmentition and you have to keep measuring the foot? So you know what I do now? I put it on my hand, and when it comes up to here, then I don't even need a ruler.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
Isn't that clever?
Yeah, that's very clever.
Yeah.
Clever. But
Not that I figured
But I know
out,
where
but-
you could get a ruler.
I know, right?
Someone told you that.
Yeah, well, I was, you know why? Because I was away. I went to visit Adriana in Burlington, and I didn't have my flippin' sock ruler because I was knitting on somebody else's project. So then when I finished at the way home in the car, I was like, oh, I don't have a ruler. But anyways, that's a whole other story.
Hey, listen, right there.
Yeah, it works perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah,
And they
you always,
fit me perfect.
And you
always have
your
flippin' hand. Exactly.
Always.
You always do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I
very
always
true.
told the babies, play with your feet. You always have them.
Exactly.
They're always on the end of your leg.
Exactly. They just get a little harder to reach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So what else do we have? I have, well, how about whips? Ann and I both have a whip.
We have.
I have two.
So
whips.
this is my
this
car
is their whatever
that Marissa
project
didn't get
that
to do.
wasn't invited at.
Yeah.
Wasn't
But look
invited
at-
to the
I'm up
party.
to the neck.
That's fine.
And I don't know if you've put a lot of hours into it, but this is not many hours at all.
Nope. No, not.
Quick.
Yes.
Oh, well, how nice for you.
I probably spent
Yeah.
more. Well, listen, I offered
This is
to.
on the round.
You
Look,
said
show
you
them the
didn't
back.
like the pattern.
I made mine
That's true.
longer. Mine's like 13 and a half, almost 14 inches before I started.
Well, did you see Rachel? Like she did the
Yes.
pullover, and
Yes.
she did hers longer.
Yes.
Yeah. Look
She
at the
has
back
an
of this
infinite,
thing, though. You
amount
guys
of
have to
yarn now.
read
She
this.
does.
This is Rachel's
True.
yarn.
Yep. This is the ultimate.
Mine's
That's going to
fuchsia,
be
right?
very warm.
Aren't they
It's
pretty?
so
Ah,
warm. I love
but I
it.
love
Like
it
for winter?
doubled.
That's
Yep.
going to be super warm.
So it probably took me longer to untangle my yarn while knitting than it did to actually knit it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't like it. I
Knitting
don't
the
like
two at a
it. There's
time?
got to be. Does anybody have a trick out there? Because I tried, pulling from two balls, and I tried winding two together. That was the worst because, I wasn't pulling it at the same
rate.
Yeah.
and it would
Oh, see,
twist.
this is
And
way up.
You can't put them in the separate bags.
I guess you can, but you're still going to have to.
Yeah, it still crosses over.
It still
I
crosses
think that's just
over. That's just the nature of the
beast.
Yeah, the beast. But honestly, you have your Kitchener that you have to do under there. So Gail, I think that our next step is once you reach however many stitches you need at the neck.
Yep.
Then you do
Which I'm at.
the button bands, and then you do the
Oh, so we're almost
neck.
done. We'll be
Yeah,
done.
and
Next,
the neck
next
is like
podcast.
a shorty neck, and then you fold it under and sew.
Oh, so it stays up. That's how it stands.
It's so
It's really cute.
yeah, and I've been trying it on as I've
Me
been
too.
going, and I do love it. I
Me
really,
too.
really
I don't
do.
think it's certainly not oversized in my world.
No,
But it's not
no,
it's
not
not
at all.
sloppy, but
Nope.
it fits lovely.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it
I
fits.
mean, I will definitely be wearing a long,
Yeah, me
like
too.
something
Me too.
out under,
Me too.
something like that.
Like a t-shirt. I mean, like a, you know what I mean, t-shirt bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry.
Yeah. Hey, enough of that, you. All right, do you have
I have I got to show you the video. I had a rooster. Somebody's missing a rooster out there in Exeter. I kept waking up 5 o'clock, 4:45, 5 o'clock, thinking that it was one of the kids' alarms upstairs.
Oh.
And then I realized that it was a rooster, a real live rooster. Yeah. And I looked out my
I'm
living
surprised the
room
coyote hasn't eaten them.
window, and there it was. It was beautiful. It was all black and shiny red. It was
Somebody has been
gorgeous,
taking care
but-
of that rooster, but
I mean, no kidding. All morning, took the dog for a walk, came back, the rooster was still there.
Oh, that's funny.
So, But man, I'm like, it's like an alarm clock. And then I was thinking, well, yes.
It
Yeah.
is.
It is
It
an
is
alarm
an alarm clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've been up since then. Not that I'm not usually, but I'm usually not like doing anything very.
Well, I couldn't sleep last
Looking for the
night
rooster.
at all. I took a sleeping pill at 3 a.m.
Oh no.
I was
Yeah, so
out.
I'm mezzostunad today.
I
Wait, what is that?
Half crazy.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah. Messed up.
I was out like a light last night because my son went to his girlfriend's senior prom the night before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And they were all staying over at a friend's house, but he's a junior, so he had to go to school the next day. So I said, so we made a pact that, yes, you can go over, but I'm driving over there and picking you up and driving you to school. Because he's like, I'll get up. I said, no.
And so how
I
did
was
he
like,
do?
you can't even
Day.
get up when you're home.
He probably
get up out of
slept
bed.
all night though, right?
Yeah. Actually, I think he did get a decent amount of sleep, but
He's so cute, so handsome.
so he texted me because I was supposed to go over there and pick him up and drive him right to school. And he texted me at 5:40, can you come get me so I can come home and take a shower? I was still in my pajamas. I'm like, I had not even woken up yet. Get my car, drive over there, drive him back, and his car's been in the shop. So then I had to drive him to school. So
You
I
do
was
all
tired.
that still in your pajamas.
I did do all that in
Absolutely.
my pajamas. I did not get dressed.
You used to do that
at
right,
all.
when
Me
you were
too.
driving.
Always.
Yeah.
I drive
threw-
to Bayview from
Yeah.
my house in
Yep.
my pajamas
Yep.
I
every
threw
day.
on a rain jacket
Yeah.
because I had no bra. I just had my pajamas on. So I'm
Right.
like, well, something happens. At least I have a coat on.
I would have to put a bra on.
And
I would have to. Before anything else, like even before. Well,
No, I just
anything
have
else.
to have my eyebrows on.
No, I gotta have
That's
a bra.
So he made it, and then he came home yesterday, and he took about an hour's nap, and then he was sound asleep when I went upstairs about 10 o'clock or something. His music was on, his light was on, and he was out cold in his bed.
Well, wait, what time did you go to sleep then?
Right after that, 10
right
o'clock.
after that.
10
Oh,
o'clock.
okay.
Yeah.
And slept until my alarm went off this
Okay.
morning at 6.
Wow.
It's been a very long month. Lots
Yeah.
of people
Coming and
around,
going,
people coming and
yeah,
going,
yeah.
people coming in
Not
late,
your
people
cup of
going.
tea.
No. I like to be on a
Welcome to my
schedule
life.
of things. But anyways, I started a new project since these two decided to do their own little thing. Carbeth, whatever. I'm like, well, forget it, you two. So I'm doing this because I've seen it on Instagram. The Shusui shrug.
See, I can't say it, so I can't. I have no
Yep.
business doing it.
Shusui from Suzanne Summers. And she has a lot of great patterns out there. And it's 2-color brioche and 1-color brioche. And so I thought, you know what? This is a good project. It's a lightweight yarn. I haven't done brioche before. So it'll be something good to do in the summertime. So I started with some ba, and I was using this color,
What's that, dragon something or other?
like dragon tails or something like that.
Right.
And then I had
It's
the
like actually-
very, very hot pink, like the hot pink. Like,
That one is My Sweet Valentine.
no, that wasn't what I was using. I was using Prom Queen.
Prom Queen's all pink.
Right.
Because look at me. See, this is me.
I know,
On
right?
the beach.
Like I'm like
I
this,
have
like
that's
this is
what I
the
would
color
have to
that
do.
this is the color. No,
And
how
dragon
about
tail.
the brightest pink
Yeah.
in this color I was using. And to me, it just didn't, I don't think I would have worn it. I think it was too much. It was very bright.
Very bright.
Very, very, very bright. So I came in
Those are
here.
beautiful colors. You went to your local yarn
I
store.
went to my local yarn store. Yep. Yep.
Of course, you have a
Oh,
key,
I
so
had
why
a key.
not?
Actually, I didn't need a key because it was open because Barbara had her class going. So I was like, you know what? I really just need, I had 2 skeins wound, so I'm going to keep those and I'll do something else with them. So now this is what I'm using. It's very, very subtle. So it's
pretty.
the light color is Keepsake from Barnyard.
Yeah, we do.
And the dark color is pecan in Ba.
Will your
It looks
sleeves
kind
be
of
the
gray.
darker?
Yeah.
So
So
nice.
this, but it's more brown. I don't know. I don't understand why it's not coming out at it looking like any color. And this looks gray, but it's not. It's brown. It's all sorts of brown.
It's all the same. It's all the same tones.
It's
and
all the
stuff.
same
It's just
tones.
like-
It's going to be much more subtle. It's the other these two colors were just.
Yeah.
I was like, I
They
kept
look
having
nice.
trouble.
They'll look nice in my project.
Yes.
Yes, but for the just that it was, and I think this is a little more like this kind of. It's not just the same pink, because on your dark side, it was just that bright
Right.
pink,
Right.
and on the other side, it was just that bright
Yes.
green.
Yes.
And I don't think I would have. I know I wouldn't have worn it, but I will wear this. I love it.
You did something else in a similar color, didn't you?
Brown.
Her sweater.
No, I didn't do brown.
I thought you did that sweater. I didn't even know you made it. You didn't make a brown sweater?
That's purple.
No,
that
was
purple.
like maroon.
Oh,
Maroon.
well, maroon.
The
is brown.
Mylan sweater,
Yeah.
the pullover with the cable
Yeah,
at the front.
yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
was
not the one I'm thinking of, though. I thought.
I've never done a brown sweater.
All right.
No,
No.
nope,
Okay.
nope. But I am now. Look, I had never done it before. The cast on's a little fussy. You have to
Did you
do
the
yarn.
original cast.
Yeah.
I
Calls
did,
for
right?
yep. And then you also have to do yarn overs before the marker and right after the marker. And so if you kind of forget and you're like, oh, why do I have this extra stitch here? Oh, I guess I don't need it, and drop it off. Well, you do need it. You need to like knit a purl or whatever it is you need to do in it. So I think I restarted this project 6 or 7 times between my other 2 colors and these 2 colors. And now I've already done like a few repeats of this part, and I love it. I think
Where
it's
is
so
this
fun.
in the pattern?
This is
it
the
at
back.
The back
This
point.
is the back.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the back.
Because there's a
What's
lot of
nice is-
shaping.
yeah.
and-
But I mean, I'm doing decreases. I'm doing increases here with the like right in the middle here, and on the ends you do increases with the brioche. And I
Isn't
never
it just
thought
nice
I would.
using your brain? Like, I love doing new projects.
Yeah, and I mean, I do have to. It's not like because I haven't figured out the pattern of when you're doing your burps and your barks.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure that there's a pattern to it, because you also have garter stitch in
Right.
here and yarn overs. So I still have to read the directions, but now I understand it.
Right. And that's
it's not
more
really
than half the
that.
battle.
I like
So-
brioche seems like I always used to think it was so hard that I'd never be able to do it. But you're basically just knitting 2 stitches
That's
together.
it.
And
That's
you
all it is.
just have
It's
to
a
know
rib.
whether or not to put the yarn before you slip it or after you slip. You know, like
With the yarn is when you slip your stitch, when it's a slip yarn over, the yarn is always in the front. Always.
yeah, depending on whether you're doing the burp or the bark.
Right. But it's always in the front when you're slipping. Either sometimes it's in the front already because you've
Right.
purled, or you have to bring
Right.
it to the front because
Right.
you've knitted.
And then
But
slip
and
it.
then slip it. But
Right.
but yeah, so it's always in the front when you slip it. And it's so funny because Rachel just put something on Instagram. She's doing the brioche bandana.
Okay,
And
yeah.
she was going great guns, and then all of a sudden you see all these,
Yeah.
so it looks like she
Yeah.
slipped it, or she didn't.
She slipped it and then did the yarn over.
Right.
I had one of those, but I was able to kind of just lift it over
Yeah.
and then put it together.
Sometimes I drop my yarn
Yarn
over.
over.
But you can, and if you don't pick that up, then that's going to be on the wrong side.
Right.
But it's easy. That's easy enough to fix.
Yeah.
Probably harder because your colors are so similar.
Yeah, it's not too bad though. I can see it. I am totally enjoying this. So
Yay.
anyone that wants to knit along with me,
Yeah, that looks like a
it's
fun
4
project.
skeins of fingering weight, and it's basically it's a shrug with sleeves.
Is it 2 and 2 on the colorway?
It's 2 and 2, and then you need a small amount
For
for
the
the
I-cord.
bind off. in like a
50
contract.
yards, right?
I think that's what you said, Ann. 50.
Yeah, 50 to 60 yards, depending on what size you're making. But yeah, so that's the. She does it in really pretty minty greens and blues, and then has like this bright orange on the bottom. Pretty. But I didn't feel like printing anything in color, so.
Also, I don't think we can.
We can now.
Oh, you got some. Oh, yeah.
I did that at home. Oh no, that was from here. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to do it with me, join in. Yeah. So I have that.
And you have a whip.
And I have a whip.
Speaking of
another
brioche.
whip. So I had done the brioche. We did a couple of classes here a while ago in the round. In the round. So I had done brioche before, but never back and forth. So I had bought yarn to do
the Cardi.
Find Your Fade. Find Your Fade. And I didn't really want to do the Find Your Fade. But so I thought that I would join Marissa in her brioche adventure.
Yeah, the brioche
and go
adventure.
Back and forth.
Let's do it.
Right, you know I'm jealous now, right?
Well, you're gonna
get on the brioche train.
Gail will not read the patterns.
Right.
So.
I know. I'll be in. Why isn't this working? Schroeder, help me. It's not working out.
I can do it and have never done it before.
So this is a similar. So what you do is you do a little I-cord cast on. And then you start from there. Then you pick it. I'd never done it. Oops, I'd never done it before. But you pick up then along the I-cord, like 10 stitches, and then you just go back and forth. So this is. So my learning curve was adding more yarn, getting my. I always have to go up in needle size just because I'm a tight knitter. So I automatically went to a 4 instead of the 3, and I got all the way through. And didn't like it. I thought it was too loose. So I went back down to the 3, and I'm much happier with it.
Yeah, because it feels great now.
It feels so nice. Yeah, it really does. And it also took me a while to wrap my head around the colors, because the fade is, so these are this is 1, 2. So like you would, do your normal fade, but you start out with, so A, B, C, D, E, F. You start out with A and D, because it's a right side and a wrong side. And I thought, well, that's not the way I want the fade to go, but that's not the way it's going. So you're doing a right and a wrong side in A and D. So this will be
a brain twister.
A very, very, yes, because I wasn't expecting it at all. And then B and D, of course, which will be back to back, but this will come right after this on the right side.
Yeah.
And then this one and this one.
Ugh,
but
so
the one side will be all of those, and then the other side will be all of those. So it's brilliant, actually. I'm like, how did she ever figure this out? So clever, really, so clever. And then after you're done with the brioche section, then it's just garter till the end. Then you just do a regular fade and garter. But it was a lot of fun.
I love it.
So I ripped it out, went back to the size 3, was very happy with the gauge, got all the way to the end of the section 1, and my stitch count was off because I forgot to put a spine on the one end. Because when you begin, it's easy to remember. When you get to the middle, it's easy to remember. Then you're at the other end, and you just want to turn and go the other way. And a couple times I've forgotten that. And I think if you just remember the last stitch, we either keep the yarn in the front or the back. You don't, like the last stitch, you have to keep it there. Right. So when you turn your work or you slide your work, it's in the right position. So this was new for me because I'd always done it in the round. You did one part of the round in one color, and then you finished it off with the other color. Well, this is sliding it back and forth.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
So, no, it's fun. I had just never done it. And Marissa kind of, she said, you can do it.
Now I'm
it's so easy.
You
can do it.
Have to.
Right. You at least had done the brioche part, like the actual brioche part.
Right.
It's the same thing. You're just sliding instead of going around.
Yep. So I had done barks and I had done burps, but never any increases. But it's,
they're not hard.
It's not hard. It really.
You just have to read the directions.
It might not.
You might be out.
Ruh-roh.
It might not be something to do like when you're in here trying to listen to everybody's conversation.
No. I even find it tricky, like, because I like to watch like podcasts or TV shows or things like that, and I can't. past couple of days I've gone and sat outside on my table and just read through and I'm like, oh, I can get through this, no problem.
Right. So it was
so get on the brioche
Get
train.
on the brioche train, yeah. It's
We'll
kind
put
of
a-
fun. I mean,
we'll
it's
put a
been
little-
out there forever, but
We'll put a thread in any brioche.
Any,
You don't have
yeah.
to do what we're doing, but if you want to step up your game for the summer,
yeah,
let's get on that. There's plenty of patterns out there that have a little brioche, a lot of brioche.
yeah.
Yeah.
So do it.
We'll put a picture of the finished that and this maybe from.
Yeah.
Can you link it in there or not?
And what?
In the podcast when you.
Oh yeah. I'll put a picture.
So I mean
if I remember how to do it.
What the Fade has been out for. I think it came
so
out.
hasn't
in
this has been out.
August.
This has been out for
A couple of years, right?
Yeah. 2016, I think.
2016. So 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen a lot of people are kind of like starting this or finishing, whatever you want to say. So I was like, you know what? So anyways,
Gail's going to be picking her colors.
I am.
yep, she is.
I am. I can't stand
You might
it.
Get on
have
it. I know you
colors, right?
can't.
I have a lot of
You can't stand it.
stripe. I can't.
Oh, you can't use that.
No.
No.
You don't want to use that.
I have a lot. I had a lot of
Get
like
all knit
one
stuff.
skein. I have a lot of like one skein projects, which would be probably okay for that.
Right.
Like one skein yarns that I bought.
Right.
Like I bought a skein here, bought a skein onesie.
Yes.
But like this project
Yes.
needed two of the same,
And
and,
that's
I
what
don't have that.
Right, and that's
at
what
home.
she said. You know, if you had like a club color or
Right.
you know, a one of a kind color
Yeah,
that
I
you
have some
pick
of
up
those.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think it can be ugly if you love the yarn. She did
Right.
say, you know, maybe pick something if it has a little bit, you know, side by side. If you can pick up just a little bit of a speck or something like that. So I probably spent more time picking my colors or rearranging.
Well, that's the most important.
I know.
colors than knitting. Well, that's not true because I spent a lot of time knitting. But I think I've got it now.
So pretty. Very
Still not
lovely.
easy to fix mistakes though.
No.
There are
There's
certain
a
ones
class
that are
on
easy
crafts
and
that'll
certain.
teach you.
Yeah. She has a lot of good. Andrea Mowry has a lot of good tutorials on YouTube. The links are in this pattern.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you buy the pattern, you'll get the links. But
that's good.
she, you know, color choices, how to do the I-cord tab, and then how to do the fade, recommendations for doing the fade, where to add your yarn. She kind of hides it in the I-cord on the end. I think I hide a lot of stuff in that I-cord.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. So anyway, enough of that. But that's all I have.
What do we have for custom?
Well, I have one more thing that I started this morning.
Well, of course you do.
So you know how I've
Started
been.
this morning.
I started this morning. Yep.
What is this?
So this is I had bought when we were over in the other space. I had bought this is Arroyo.
Yep. We now
And
have
I had
a royal
three,
back in the
and
store.
we have Arroyo back in the store.
Wow.
And I had 3 skeins of it. And I was gonna do the campside,
So pretty.
but then I was
love the
like,
campsite.
I had gotten the pattern
Is it
like a
Lisa
while
Plummer
ago,
or something?
and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out the
think it
chart.
is.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's just been sitting. So I was going through, and I really wanted to do the Hipster, even though it has tassels on it, and I'm not really, you know, a tassel fan. I really wanted to do it, and there have been 3 people I think that did it in Arroyo.
Oh, so a lighter weight then.
Yep. But feel it. I mean, it feels heavy.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So I've
I
started
love my hipster.
So I have 3 skeins, so I have plenty to do it,
She'll
and I
bring
think
that
it'll only
back
take
in.
2.
Your mother doesn't have her.
No, I told her she's going to be in to pick it up. Maybe today. Even.
So,
Well, you're not going to be.
Yeah.
There, are you?
It depends if she goes to Gina's because she's right down the street.
Right.
so that's my other thing. So we have a couple of
Customer
Customer-
lovelies.
This is
This
so
is from
nice. I've
Janelle.
tried
this
that
is okay. So Janelle came in last Wednesday.
Yep.
Yep. And she brought us
No, because I was here.
Yeah, Thursday. maybe.
Thursday. I don't know what day it was.
Yeah.
Whatever day.
Whatever.
So she bought us these sock gradient kits. And she was kind enough to do a sample for us.
Look at that.
Isn't it pretty? Oh,
So we think that's an afterthought heel, yeah?
yeah.
And then she just
Yep.
took the orange at the
And
end of the
she-
cuff.
right.
And
Yep.
cute.
And she added in like a calf
Gusset.
gusset increase there
Mm-hmm.
for it.
And it's just a
And it fits
broken
my,
rib.
yeah.
Yep. And,
And
so
it's a nice fit. I have big calves.
there's
so.
231 yards on each skein. And we have these. These are 40. And we have a few colors.
Nice.
So we have that. And then she also brought in some striping yarns, some new colors. This is called Finch.
And that's striped, and it also has speckles in the stripes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Yep.
So
Pretty.
pretty.
There it is.
Ugh.
That's a pretty accurate.
Yep. And then this one's called Parfait.
And they're on, they're really, really, really low. Oh, that's a good representation. Color's good.
And this one's called
Orange.
Heirloom Carrots.
Oh, so pretty.
And it is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we have those if you're looking for some striping yarn. So Customer Corner, Barbara Lyons loaned us this. This is called the Local Yarn Shop Shawl from Casapinka.
Oh, she used this.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Here we are smelling again.
The tuft yarn stuff.
Ah,
Yep.
some really fun summer scents.
Scents,
Yep.
yeah.
I was going to say
Isn't
colors.
that
but-
beautiful?
Yep.
That's
This
the
is
large.
just beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a little sparkle in it. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys can see it, but
I can.
it's stunning. It's June price fiber. It's
Yeah.
one cake. We'll have them back in
You
the
gotta see
store
it.
when Cheryl
Yeah.
gets
Yep.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been busy doing shows.
Busy, busy, busy. Good for her.
Yep.
It's
So
just
soft.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I like
it's
all
so
the,
pretty.
the sections.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yep. So we'll be asking Cheryl to
Make up more
get
of this
going.
color.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people really like that color.
And then the chunky blossom
And then-
yarn.
okay,
this is
so-
from, this is Elaine Gillette's.
Okay, so most of that blossom yarn came in, and it has little pink like flowers, little tulips or whatever. But there were two colors that did
Right,
not.
the blue and
The
So this
darker
is the
blue.
dark blue striped, and then this is the green stripe. So you can see.
and then if we get the new one,
The
there's a gray on
twilights and
gray.
and the brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll just. So this is hugely popular. This
Hugely.
yarn now, and so I did order more, all the colors, 2 bags of some, and according to one of the reps, they're out until the end of June, which is not that.
not that far
But
away.
the company, when she finally got back to me, she did not indicate that there would be an issue. So hopefully,
So
yeah,
it will get here when it gets here.
yeah, pretty much. But we'll put it on Facebook or
Instagram.
Yeah.
So we'll try to get it out there.
And
But
you can call
always
us.
call, right?
Yeah, to find out. But it will probably be at least a couple weeks.
I'm thinking.
But we do have some colors
We
as
We
well.
do. Yes,
Yep.
we do.
They're
Pretty colors.
yeah, they're really beautiful.
Yeah, I love that
Yep.
aqua blue. Is that
Yeah.
one still
Yep.
with you?
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. And then there's the one with the purples and the pinks and
Yes,
Yep.
that's
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yep. So and for $14,
For a-
you get a
for
little,
a nice little
blankie.
blanky. Yeah.
It's
Yep.
so soft.
Yep.
Who's this?
Machine
This Elaine
washable.
Gillette's?
Yeah.
Is it for Kennedy? Or
I don't know.
it's nice.
I'm not sure.
It's so, and the stitch definition is just really.
It's great. It's
Isn't
a
it
quick,
pretty?
easy
Yeah.
project to do.
I have to give myself props for finding that one.
Yeah.
Yes, you do, Gail.
Yep.
You
Good job,
absolutely do.
Gail.
I had never
Yeah,
seen it.
usually-
Good
I
job.
Where did
hadn't
you find it?
either.
California
I was
when
in
you went out with
California.
Arnie?
Yeah. And then I saw that yarn. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, people are gonna love this.
And they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because it's different.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of those self-patterning yarns are fun to do.
Right,
Yeah.
because it
makes
looks like-
look brilliant.
Yeah.
But not.
And really, you're just
Wonderful.
knitting and purling. I mean,
Exactly.
so it's
better
great.
than that.
And you do it on like a size 9 needle,
Yeah.
so
yeah,
you're
it
done
literally
quick.
takes
Yeah.
no time.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you have an afternoon, you sit by the pool, have a glass of wine or we cocktail and knit. You'll be
There you
done
go.
by nighttime.
There you go. All right. Well,
That's it.
yeah, I think that's it.
Any announcements? Anything going on? What do we have? Anything?
No.
Nothing
summer.
right now, right? Yeah.
It is summer.
It's summer
Yeah,
hours.
Yeah, summer. Oh, I think we mentioned it
Yep.
the last time. So we open
Yep.
up at 3:00 on Wednesdays.
We
We
close.
close at 3:00 on Saturdays,
Yep.
and no Sunday hours until after Labor Day. So
Right.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
So send us some pictures.
Yeah, send us
however
pictures
you
of-
can.
Yep.
We'll give it a week or
You
two.
can.
Before we do a drawing, and
Yep.
Yeah.
it'll be something nice, something fun.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So this is episode 47.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
I know. So we only have 3 more till 50. So just as like a
Little
teaser,
Teaser, yeah.
there might be something special coming when we
For
hit 50. So.
And I think you're all gonna be happy.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yeah. But that's all we're gonna say.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah.
All right, so
All
we're
right,
gonna
everybody.
go. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, have
See you
a
in a
nice
couple
time.
weeks or so. Now that it's summer, we might not be on a totally regular 2-week schedule, depending on vacations and kids and
Right.
whatnot. So hopefully we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Thursdays are pretty. I
Yeah,
mean, just for that
Thursdays are
one,
pretty
just for
good.
the one week in July, and then
Yep.
maybe one for you, Gail.
Yep,
right?
that's it,
But,
yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Somebody should be here.
All right, we'll see ya. Have a good
Bye.
day.
Bye.